Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another episode of Plague Inc. Evolved Early Access. First things first, let me ask you to turn off or whitelist me and any ad blockers. Help me make a career. So we are going through everything on casual, unlocking things so we get back to the Necrovirus, which we will try on normal a second time. But today we're going to work on the Neurax worm. That's where we left off. So we're going to take the ATP boost of extra DNA at the beginning. We're going to decrease the chance of the plague mutating. Or increase the chance of it mutating. I think I'll decrease the chance. Almost all of the plagues, decreasing the chance is the right idea. We're gonna increase the spread by air with the aerocyte. Ruler file, I suppose we will use that. And then let's see, bonus DNA when devolving. Cost to devolve doesn't increase. Symptoms cost don't increase, but it's easier to cure. Bonus DNA when devolving is about the only one that makes any sense to me. So here we go, on casual with the Neurax. Last Neurax worm we called Wormy. This one I'm gonna call Seasonal Affected Disorder. Seasonal Affective Disorder is an actual disorder that effects and affects. If one of those words I do not believe is actually right, used properly, maybe one of those words doesn't even exist, and it starts usually in like Canada, Greenland, places like that, where it is just very dark in the winter, like 23.9 well, 23 hours, 24 hours almost of darkness, and that affects the actual biological chemistry of people's brains. So let's start in Greenland. Nah, let's not start in Greenland, let's start in Iceland. At least Iceland has an airport. It's a pretty tough place to start. We're back to different things. Increase the chance of mutation, increase infectious. We evolve that, and then we evolve that. To start off with. So S.A.D begins in Iceland. The common treatment for seasonal affective disorder is to buy ultraviolet UV lights, special ones that they are similar to the lights you would use when trying to grow plants inside of like a factory or building, because they give vitamin D and other things. Notice this right here? That doesn't look like a boat, that looks like the worm is moving back and forth. Clean, cheap power, already discovered. I'm supposed to be playing on super fast today, too. And I didn't do that. Yeah. We will fix that now. So increase by boat. Getting the worm to transfer. There we go, here we go. Hitting Europe first. From Iceland to this. Oh, well, let's put this in America. Why not? Oh, I've got so much to spend. New minor disease spreading. Oh, already they've found me out. Oh, this is not good. Let's see. I need 11. little bit of a curve there. That is actually how it works. Alright, so I did something wrong, obviously. I increased the severity of this disease without realizing it. S.A.D is just another parasite. S.A.D. Scientists tell the public not to worry about S.A.D, although unpleasant, it does not appear to cause any symptoms in humans and will be easily cured. So, hopefully they won't work too hard on it. Let's go to South America, there's Australia, there's looks like China. Oh, I need to pause this game. Wow. First pause. Admittedly, I basically just woke up, so I'm not on the ball, but it is a little irritating to me that I had to even do that. Alright, we'll go just fast forward. Where do we want to go? Nobody's in Greenland. Well, hit them. Make sure we get those trouble countries infected fast. So, increase infectivity. Why not? I need to... not playing the usual game. Usual game at this point, by the time they found me out, I have a big old chunk of DNA ready for symptoms. Now I don't really have that. Let's see, what else? Let's hit Africa. Oh, and I'm having trouble spreading in hot countries because I started in such a cold country. I'm not ready to hit these. Almost missed that one. Oh, no. Send that thing. Even on fast forward, having trouble. Disturbing reports of S.A.D. Scientists proved that S.A.D could theoretically manipulate human thoughts to its advantage. More research is needed. Spreading. Saving up our DNA, we're up to about 105 now. So let's just kind of wait as all of the lovely, let's see. Some of these islands are just so small. It's silly. There we go. It's silly that they don't draw bigger boxes around it. They've canceled the World Cup over S.A.D. Countries that haven't been infected at all versus countries that only have a few infections. I think all the countries have been infected at this point. Yes, that is true. S.A.D has been placed on a watch list. Look at how far this has gone. It's time to reevaluate our strategy. To cure, make it more difficult to cure, make it more difficult to cure. More difficult to cure. More difficult to cure. maturity. Do a little perception jolt, perceptive shift. Less likely to notice the infections. We'll just make it harder and harder for them to think, as it were. See how far they can find the cure when they can't even think straight. Global research focused on the cure, that's not good. Make them a little immature. We'll make them a little crazy. Starting to break down. Right. Obsession. Make them a little aggressive. Almost all of the world is affected at this point. People are dying pretty fast. To figure out what countries still don't have 100% infection rate. Take it back home. Where's those last 6 million healthy people? Is the question. We're gonna bring out insanity. Get all of them, but I don't know. Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back for the Binding of Isaac. Sorry about that. Last recording, we had a couple of failed. Second time that's happened. My computer's decided to start playing one of my videos, which I had paused. Obsession sign mutated. Avoiding parasitic worms. So now they're obsessed with avoiding parasitic worms. Last time we had the symptom of obsession, it was actually worm collecting, which helped us. This obsession is actually going to hurt us. Not that it matters at one bit. See that slight curve in the line? That's to follow the curvature of a globe. Everybody is in anarchy. They're at 45% to the cure. Keep an eye on the cure. We do still have to kill them all. I was not going the devotion route this time. I want to actually kill them instead of just enslave them. So this only cost 11 for genetic swap. Maybe that we can get some more symptoms mutated with that. I don't know how much of any more DNA we're going to get. And we got this ability because we just upgraded one of the transmissions. I'll go find it and show it in a second. iCure device announced, so you got your 50-50 shot there. So one of these, either one of these three or one of these gave me the ability to start infecting planes. Or it was air, maybe. I don't know. seem to be really explaining that ability where it came from. It just started happening, and it started happening really early in this game. Maybe it's a bug, maybe it's not. How would I know? I think that sometimes you find bugs in games, and the bug isn't that the game is acting in a way unintended by the programmer. The bug in the game is that the programmer did not bother to explain that's what he intended. Schizophrenia has mutated. S.A.D has mutated and developed schizophrenia symptoms. All affected it. So this one's schizophrenia, hallucinations, echinotopsia, brain hemorrhage. I want to get all these over here. Fill this whole section out if I can. So I have 11. That means I can pull this. See, this is Trojan planes right here, and this is the thing that I should have spent 8 DNA for and started getting Trojan planes, but I got it for nothing. It just showed up. I have to say that's a bug. I have to just assume that's a bug. I never bought Trojan planes, and here I'm doing Trojan planes. I will say, for an early access game that is a Windows version of the cell phone game, we have, this is the first, I can say, pretty, almost certain, confirmable bug I've seen. I've seen a lot of just poor production in porting it to a Windows version. A lot of menu stuff, a lot of silliness, but this is the first time I've seen it just not work like it should. Which is not exactly true, because we have seen when you hover over things like this, it will often tell you the wrong thing, so that's another bug. But we haven't seen a lot of it, and none of it's been game breaking so far. And if this was just considered an early access game, and leaving off the part that it's been a game that's been in development for cell phones for 3 years, I could forgive a lot of those things a lot more than I feel I can, knowing that they've been working on this. So now I'm getting DNA like crazy as I'm killing the last few people. Let's see. For 27 I can make them all go blind. Wouldn't that fit seasonal affective disorder really well? If you're blind, you can get SADs, I think, although maybe you can't, because if you were like born blind or have been blind for a very long time, I think you eventually can body adjust to the new way of living like that. We're down to our last 10 million people. Doesn't look like we're gonna get enough to pull out any more symptoms. So we're not gonna have 23 to get to this one. Not gonna have 46 to get to acute encephalitis. Here we go. XML error. Right here. Another little bug. We're getting all the bugs today. I'm causing bugs. Everybody's we're finding bugs in the game. My dumb computer's making noise when it shouldn't. S.A.D to eradicate humans. Should I have called this sadness? I guess that would have been funnier. But I think seasonal affective disorder to eradicate all humans is kind of funny. I don't know. I said I wasn't gonna do titles, and then I thought, particularly in Plague Inc., it was something creative that I could spend the time on to give each virus a special little name and thus have each put that as the title. And it's working alright. It's not too much work, although I will admit about 5 minutes before I start recording I do kind of strain my brain to figure out what I'm gonna call the next plague. And I come up with this garbage after straining for 5 minutes, so I didn't spend a lot of time on it. That explains. So we wiped out all of the world in 639 days. We have a complex type. The cure got to 55%. We never genetically reshuffled. For the Neurax worm, we have 3 biohazards, but we only have 5,640 scored. And I could swear we have gotten a score very similar to that and only gotten like 1 biohazard. But maybe we were playing on normal versus casual. But we did what we set out to do, which was win another game, unlock another thing. And we're done with that. So metabolic jump has been unlocked. So next time we will play as the parasite, and we will try metabolic jump, which is where? Here. Get more DNA from popping red biohazard bubbles. This is probably better than ATP boost, because as long you're gonna have however many countries are in the game, for every country there's a red bubble, so that gets you a pretty good setup. So looks like we're gonna be set. We still have a lot of things to unlock. 2, 5, 8, 7, no, 10, 12. 12 more victories are needed to unlock these. But also remember that there are like 5 or 6 extra things just for the necrovirus, which means we'll probably have to play the necrovirus and beat it 5 or 6 times. But next time we do the parasite. So as always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. Sorry about the little mess up in the audio. If you want to support me through fan funding, click on my name, Rydo. That takes you to my main YouTube page. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. If you want to follow me on Steam or Google Plus or Twitter or Battle.net, all that information is down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.